Welcome to the Animation Station Podcast, your home for discussions and debates about all things animation. Each week, we'll rank, review, and revel in animated shows from yesterday and today, and from around the world. So grab your Acme slingshot, set your mobile suit to autopilot, and put on your mouse ears. The Animation Station Podcast begins now.
I got everything from Amazon.
It's awesome. It's cool that they're like little swivel tables.
Yeah.
I like it.
So so that's Wes Anderson. He's
perfectly
my favorite
Anderson.
thing right now.
Yeah, he's cool.
I wish he was more posable.
Is he posable at all?
No.
Oh, so you
So
wish
just
he was
posable. Yeah. Well, I mean, look.
But more posable
ready?
is accurate as well.
Pose.
True.
See, he poses.
True.
Let's see.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Where's my phone? For the first time in forever, we get to record an episode. For the first time in forever, Gavin's talking in a mic.
So you never even got to see that Olaf's Frozen Adventure short.
No.
Ugh.
Unfortunately, I did not get to see.
Was
But guess
bad. What?
Disney's putting it on like ABC
Oh, really?
like tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I assume it'll probably still be on the Blu-ray for the movie,
Probably.
but I thought that was kind of funny that they decided to pull it.
Yeah. I mean, apparently no one loved it.
It's
Crazy.
hard to love. I mean, that's the thing. Even all the kids that were kids in, when did Frozen come out? 2013?
15?
No, it was like
I have no
13,
idea.
12 or 13. And 4 or 5 years have gone by, and so
They're like, we like Moana.
yeah, they've kind of moved on. And I wonder if they're retooling Frozen 2 right now.
Probably like, ooh, this didn't work.
Yeah,
Maybe less Olaf, more water powers.
maybe. The problem, they had too many songs in it. First of all, it's hardly a short. It's like, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes long. It's freaking epic for a short. And they have like 6 songs in it.
That's ridiculous.
It's stupid. It's really dumb.
That's a made-for-TV
Yeah.
Christmas special.
Right, exactly. It's like those, I don't know if you saw any of the Toy Story shorts
No.
or the Toy Story films that came out after the movies, but they did and they were like TV specials, like half-hour specials. But it kind of reminded me of that, except crappy. Super crappy. Uber crappy. The crappiest.
Speaking of super crappy made for Christmas TV movies, welcome to the Animation Station Podcast. My name is Josh.
I'm Gavin.
And this is episode 72.
Yeah.
So Gavin, it has been a long time.
It has. When's the last time I've been over here to record with you, man?
November 12th.
You know what's funny? It might be, actually.
No, yeah, it's
Really?
November 12th.
Oh my gosh, it's been almost a month. And I've actually recorded 2 podcasts with other podcasts in the meantime.
How's that
well,
work,
one of
Gavin?
them, I was in California, and they were
how does that
recording.
work?
So, And then the other one was late at
So
night.
you know.
And you don't do late at night.
Yeah.
Because you have a bedtime. So, I've been cheating on you, Josh.
You have been cheating on me.
But everywhere I go, I spread the Animation Station podcast love, and they all spread it around in their circles too. So it's all good. It's all networking.
Anyway,
and free promos.
Anyway, for free promo. What the heck was that? This week we are watching the 1997 animated, historically accurate film Anastasia.
Oh yeah, highly accurate.
Oh my
accents
gosh.
and all.
I mean, like 3 people did accents.
Actually, all but the 2 main characters did accents.
The dog didn't do an accent.
Well,
was that D. Bradley
fair.
Baker? I'm pretty sure that was D. Bradley Baker.
In what role?
Dog.
Oh, maybe.
It wouldn't be surprised if it
be
was
surprised.
D. Bradley Baker.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go ahead and start off.
Let's do it.
Gavin, you got some news?
The news is I cannot wait to watch Troll Hunters Season 2, which comes out in, 6 days?
Which comes out when you're listening to this. It comes out on Friday.
Oh, I'm so excited.
You know what comes
We
out?
will have Star Wars out of the way, and then I can just focus on Troll Hunters 2.
Oh, dude. I told you what my plan is. We're seeing Star Wars at
Oh, you're off the
9:50 on
next
Thursday.
day, you jerk.
I took the 15th off for Troll Hunters. I didn't take... See, here's
gonna
how
be
you know
way
I'm a
ahead of
nerd.
me.
I didn't take off for Star Wars. I took off for Troll Hunters. So, Gendy, hook me up, man.
It just works out that way, that your nerddom, came together and like the nerd universe came together for you.
Yes, it did.
On those 2 days.
Very
That's
much
awesome. Yeah, so Anastasia. When's the last time you saw this movie?
Well, I mean, we're still in the news, but thanks for trying to jump ahead.
I'm sorry.
I know you haven't been on an episode for 6.5 months, Gavin.
Man. I'm rusty.
But we do have some news from our good friends Esteban Bravo.
Yes. And Beth David.
Your name has been shortlisted.
Not your name.
You're right. It's not your name. It's been a while for me too. It's been since November 12th since I've done the news. Everything
really?
else has just been
that's
other
true.
stuff.
They haven't had news in front of them. That's true.
Yeah, In a Heartbeat has been shortlisted for the 2017 Oscars? I don't know how those dates work. The 90th Oscars for Best Animated Short Film.
Yeah,
so it's not
cool.
officially nominated. It's on the short list for nomination, which I'm like, yeah.
That's amazing.
That's freaking
That's
cool.
really cool.
Think about this, Gavin. Think about this. If they win... Wait, hold on. If they get nominated, will we be considered Oscar nominated because we had them on an episode and they were technically hosts? They were co-hosts on an episode. So
I think we could probably spin something that ties us to an Oscar nomination. Yes. We'll have to work on that.
Well, then we'll do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's see, because was your name nominated for an Oscar?
It should have been.
I don't think it got nominated because we had Kyle LeBear on, and Kyle LeBear was on is in your name.
Yeah.
So, dang, we almost...
That should have been nominated for Best Foreign Film of the 21st Century so far.
Also, we have some news. They cast Detective Pikachu.
Oh, I think I saw this.
Mr. Ryan Reynolds himself is going to be Detective Pikachu.
As somebody who is completely clueless in the world of Pokemon, does this work?
I don't know. Pikachu doesn't talk. Well, I say that. Right? I say that, except for Pikachu does talk once.
Well, he says his name.
He says Pikachu,
right? It's kind of like Groot.
They actually gave him a voice in Pokemon Adventure. I don't remember what it was called. The thing that just came out earlier this year. And the best part of that is someone in the audience is filming. So, which again, kids, don't do that at home or in your theater. Don't film the movie because that's janky. So they're filming the movie, and Ash is like, "Oh, Pikachu, are you okay?" Or it's like, "Why didn't you something, Pikachu? I don't know the words." And Pikachu turns over and he's like, "It's because," and the whole audience goes like, "What?" And it's like, "I want it." And people are like, "What is this?" In the audience, and it was the best reaction ever.
That's awesome.
Because Pikachu doesn't talk.
Right.
Only
so
Meowth.
What's Ryan Reynolds? I mean, this is like...
And Vic Mignogna was whatever that weird Pokemon was back in the day.
This is like Alan Tudyk as Hey Hey. All he did was make a couple noises. That's all this is going to be, right?
No, this is going to be Ryan Reynolds actually being like a detective.
He's actually going to have dialogue?
Yes.
Wow.
You don't cast Ryan Reynolds. You cast someone like Alan Tudyk to be a chicken, but you don't cast Ryan Reynolds to say, Pikachu. You don't do that.
I guess. I don't know. I'm a little mystified by it. Are there any other big names in that movie?
Alex Hirsch he wrote it.
But any other big actors?
Some people that I don't know.
Oh, okay. So no big actors.
Yeah, no. I mean, I'm sure they're big in their own right, but I don't know you.
Not Ryan Reynolds big though.
Not Ryan Reynolds big. No.
That's huge.
Did you see the Jurassic World 2 trailer?
I did not. Oh, everybody's talking about that and the new Avengers or Marvel trailer, and I don't I don't get exposed to them because
don't worry, you will on Thursday night. You will get exposed to an Avengers trailer.
I'm sure I will.
And probably Black Panther.
I've seen that trailer.
They'll probably throw that one up there again because it comes out before, I guess. So yeah, it comes February.
I think it's kind of a generational thing because my exposure to trailers growing up was just if you're watching TV and that's one of the commercials that comes on, you see the trailer for it. Now it's like there's release dates for trailers and people
I hate that.
Go to trailer sites and wherever they stream their trailers and they watch the trailer because it's like a release of marketing. And it's weird the way they leverage movies that way, but it's just not something I ever think about. I know that if they make a Jurassic Park movie, I'm going to go watch it. Yeah. I know that if they make a Star Wars movie, I'm going to go watch it. I know if they make a Disney movie animated, I'm going to go watch it. I don't really need trailers to sell me on anything, and I don't like anything being spoiled or blown by a trailer, so I'm not interested in seeing a bunch of stuff and having preconceived notions in my head when I go into the movie.
That's why I didn't, I try to avoid, I'll see, one trailer.
Yeah.
And that'll be it. And that will be what gets me throughout everything. Like Star Wars,
I'm the same way.
I saw the one and I'm like, well, it's a Star Wars movie. I mean, it can't change too much. It's Star Wars. They literally, for Star Wars movies, could just put, Star Wars coming this day and everyone will go. You don't have to do a trailer. You just say it's Star Wars. Go see it. They could
save so much money on those commercials. And I don't turn it off when I see a trailer come on. I just don't seek them out.
I'm not going to, I ended up watching the last Star Wars one that came out when we bought our tickets because it was just on TV because we were waiting for the so you can buy tickets now. Yeah. So refreshing and it came on. So I was like, well, I have to watch it now, but I'm not going to. This one I just happened to see because Chris Pratt posted it and I'm like, oh, it's Chris Pratt.
Sure. If he gives it to you, you got to take it.
Exactly. Chris Pratt gives me anything,
I did see a really cool thing when I went to see Coco. They did a pre-movie entertainment thing where it was a little behind the scenes of some of the opening shooting sessions for the movie. And it was all when they're on that weird craggy island where episode 7 ends. And I guess this movie starts there. Anyway, but it wasn't about the movie at all. It was like interviews with the actors, about being back in that place and about the excitement of starting a new film. And they were all so pumped. And Mark Hamill was the most excited of anybody. And that's what I'm excited for with this film is just to see Mark Hamill. I like it. I like it when when the actors do that fake thing. We're like, yeah, it's a paycheck. I'm just here because have you seen the craft services? Freaking amazing. That's why I come back. Right. I love it when they do stuff like that because they're loving being there and they're just loving being I don't speak for actors. We also have our Thanks giveaway. Yeah. That goes on through the whole entire month of December to say thank you to our wonderful guests. And you'll hear something about that. Guests or listeners?
So whatever.
Everybody's a guest. The world. When's the last time we looked at our demographics and seen where our downloads are coming from? It's been a while.
Josh, almost every day.
Oh, really?
Pretty much.
We got any new countries on the list? New exciting countries? Iceland? Do we have anybody from Iceland yet?
I think so.
Really?
Iceland?
Oh, sorry. Iceland?
Anyway, like I was saying, maybe you hear something now? Hey ASPers, to say thanks for making 2017 such an amazing year, we're giving away an epic prize pack. To enter, all you have to do is follow us on Instagram and tag 2 friends on any of our Thanks giveaway posts. The contest ends December 31st at 11:59 p.m., and the winner will be announced on our January 1st episode. Good luck, and thanks for listening! Alright, so this week we watched 20th Century Fox's 1997, again, historically accurate animated movie, Anastasia.
It's definitely a period piece.
And the bio for Anastasia: the last surviving child of the Russian royal family joins 2 con men to reunite with her grandmother, the Dowager Empress, while the undead Rasputin seeks her death. So Merry Christmas.
Yes, Merry Christmas indeed.
And Happy Holidays to everybody because,
It's a good movie for December because one of the main songs is "Once Upon a December," which I like.
I thought that was good. I was like, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Good thing we didn't do this one in November.
Yeah, exactly. It's cold and snowy, except for then they go to Paris and it's all beautiful. But I've always been a bit intrigued by the whole Romanov family and the mysteries about their,
I'll say one
downfall
thing.
And whatnot. And then, of course, Rasputin's a crazy historical character.
I'll say one thing. For a girl finding out that she's a Romanov and she is Anastasia Romanoff, Grand Duchess Anastasia Romanoff,
right?
Finding out that her whole family is dead, not a lot of emotion there.
Yeah, but she didn't really remember her family, so
I think towards the end she's starting to remember things,
she's
but
starting
still,
to remember
when she's like, "Oh, they're all dead."
Yeah. I mean, at that point, it would be a disappointment, but it wouldn't necessarily be a big emotional trauma.
I wanted some sort of emotion.
Yeah. I think the thing that...
Poor Alexei never gets any love.
We're just getting right into it here, but I feel like for Anastasia herself, her psyche is so damaged that her brain has basically wiped out the first 8 years of her life for the most part. She's repressed it so much.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, so she doesn't remember anything before she was found wandering on the streets, and all she remembers is
did they say she was 8 years old?
Yeah.
Oh,
and all she remembers
really?
is growing up in the orphanage.
Oh.
Yeah. What did you think she was, 14?
Well, no, she's supposed to be I think she's 17 or 18.
In real life?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they rewrote that in this.
Okay. I was because I was thinking, that's super cool that she's this 28-year-old girl, a 28-year-old princess. We never have that.
Yeah,
you have to be 16.
Right, exactly.
Minimum 15, Jasmine.
I feel like in this one, because they even say how many years later it is.
They say 10.
10 years later.
It's been 10 years.
Yeah, so she's...
Oh.
Yeah, 18, 19, maybe 20, in that range for the movie. But when that whole thing goes down, she's 8. And so, anyway, my point being, she's psychologically, she's shut that down. And that part of her brain has locked it down. So when she finds all this out, it's almost just an idea. It's just an intellectual thing. It's not an emotional thing. So for me, it kind of made sense that she didn't have a big emotional reaction to finding that out. But we kind of jumped way to the end of the movie with that. So let's jump back.
What are you talking about, end of the movie?
Yeah, well, let's jump back a little bit. Period piece set in Russia, 1917.
Yeah, I think they all got shot in 1918.
Something like that. And so we get to see the opulence that is St. Petersburg at the heyday of, Russian empirical power.
Right before the revolution.
Yeah.
Yay, Bolsheviks. You did it.
And, I've always wanted to go to St. Petersburg. It's always been on my list of world cities to visit. It's just such a fascinating place. And so I love that this movie starts out that way. And you can see so much influence from the Disney company when they made this movie. It is in the direct lineage of all of those Renaissance films. I mean, at times it feels like Beauty and the Beast. At times it feels like Hunchback of Notre Dame. I mean, the fact that it's a musical, I enjoy it. I enjoy that feel, that type of feel that style of animation brings up in me, because it just reminds me of the 90s, and I loved all those films. And it was done by Don Bluth, who, famously took half the Disney animation staff and left and created his own production company, and then went on to do really great work. And this is one of them. So I love the way that this movie starts. It kicks off right away. And I think it kind of gets you into it and it grabs you. And it had been a long time since I watched this movie. And in the first 15 minutes, I felt, this is a good movie. I forgot. This is a good movie. I really enjoyed it. I hope you did too. But
we shall see.
Yes, we shall see. Exactly. But I don't know. I think the way this opens with the music and the Have You Heard and all that stuff, I think it's really good. I love the opening of this movie.
It's really good. I will say one thing that I was thinking the whole entire time.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do a movie.
Okay.
Gavin, let's write a movie.
Done.
So basically, we're going to be in one of these musical movies.
Okay. Can I sing my own parts?
I don't care what you sing.
Okay.
Because here's the thing. The whole thing is about background character number 3.
And your background character number 3?
I would love to be background character number 3. And everybody's singing, and they're just like, what? Like there's a rumor in St. Petersburg, and everyone's dancing, and it's like normal. Mm-hmm. I want to be the guy who's like, what is going on? I don't understand.
I didn't get the memo.
Yeah, like,
are we supposed to be singing?
And when they're singing, and like right before they get onto the boat.
Yeah.
Like, I want to be a person on, like, nobody's paying them any mind. I want to be a person on the dock that's, like, waiting to get on the rim. Just like, go. Get on the boat. You're holding up the line. That's what I want. I want
doing
that
their little
movie.
dance.
Yeah, they're like,
on the
and just like,
gangplank.
I can't get up there. I mean, there's people in the way. Get on the boat. I'm tired.
You could. That sounds to me like you could do a series.
Oh yeah,
like you could
hilarious.
be the background character in a bunch of shows.
Well, yeah, I wanted to be the background
like,
character in like a Gundam type movie, or like Neon Genesis Evangelion. Like you're just like, oh, on my way to work, do, and then like a big huge robot like crashes through the diner that you're gonna work at, and you're like, back to the unemployment line, just like stuff like that. That's what I want. Like, yeah, perfect. That would be amazing.
All right, let's put together a treatment. We'll send it to every studio out there. We know people at some studios that make some shows.
Yeah,
we could pitch this
we
to
know
Rooster
at least
Teeth.
3.
Yeah.
Dear Tony. Hook me up with Gray. I have a pitch for him. It'll make at least tens of dollars.
Tens of dollars to add to your giant coffers.
Exactly.
Nice.
How
did you think the background characters were in this though?
They were good.
I thought so too.
They were drawn. I'm like, good.
And they did a lot of live action filming and tracing in this movie. You know, you can tell the way that some movies are animated, especially with their human characters, whether or not they've rotoscoped it or whether or not they've just drawn it. And this one clearly was
they
filmed.
They that scope.
They did. And in many ways, this is one of the ways, but in many other ways, this movie reminds me a lot of Titan AE, another 20th Century
much
Fox
like
film.
Titan AE.
I feel like the story is very similar. I feel like the characters have the same kind of archetypes. This is
basically Titan AE in Russia. I almost said France. I mean,
they are in France for half the film
there.
I was struck by that about halfway through.
Because he had, what's his face? Dimitri has the exact same part as, what's the kid's name in Titan AE?
Matt Damon. I don't remember his name.
The exact same part as Matt Damon.
Well, that's the other way that this is a period piece, is it is also very 90s. Like, his haircut is not a haircut of Russia in the early 21st century.
Hold on. Were you in Russia?
No,
in the early 20th century?
Wasn't.
Yeah, you don't know.
But come on.
I'm just kidding. From the photographs and everything. He's like,
he looked like every male hero, animated or live action, in the 90s. They all look the same.
Yes.
So anyway, the background people, I thought they were great.
Yeah.
The big musical numbers like that, where they were all doing their thing.
I like.
Or in the ballroom scenes when they're all dancing, very good. I thought it was full of detail.
Too many songs, which I understand. Too many songs. It's a musical.
Okay.
I only really liked like 3 of them.
Oh, that's a fantastic soundtrack, man.
I mean, they're good, but I mean, like the ones that I would listen to again. Maybe There's a Rumor in St. Petersburg. That's like my number 1 song.
It's a good one.
And they kick it off, and I'm like, well, you've kicked off the movie fantastically.
Yeah, they do. They do a good job.
Oh no, I guess the first one's the December thing.
The one you hear, them sing it together, or the
Angela
grandmother
sings
it to her for a second. But yeah, the first full song we hear is "Have You Heard There's a Rumor?"
Yeah, I thought that one was good.
Yeah, that's a great song. I like "Once Upon a December" a lot. What's the other one? "Heart Don't Fail Me"? I think that's a good one. And
then I like the one where they're trying to prim and proper her and turn her, dignify her. I thought that was good.
I like Rasputin's song.
Yeah,
I think that's really pretty cool. It kind of has a Scar kind of vibe to it. I thought that was good. I loved his character.
Christopher Lloyd, right?
Yes,
yeah,
he's so good. So the soundtrack, I think, man, it's so good. And the score's really good. I I love the soundtrack on this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's fantastic.
Let's go into one thing that does drive me crazy.
Okay.
So it was Meg Ryan, right?
It unfortunately was.
So Meg Ryan and John Cusack just like, I guess, decided we're not even going to attempt a Russian accent.
Yeah, it's so weird.
And I don't know what Angela Lansbury was doing.
Well, she was at least trying.
Close.
She was at least trying.
She did well.
Yeah.
Kelsey Grammer, fantastic.
Of course, Kelsey Grammer was perfect.
And it's because it's Kelsey Grammer, and he's freaking amazing.
A god among men.
I thought Christopher Lloyd did a great job too, and
Hank Azaria.
Yeah,
he was fantastic.
Like, great. I like that we got that like Fargo. I was like, sure, Russian. Yeah. Why not? I thought Dog was great. Mm-hmm. Sounded like a little Russian dog.
I didn't really care for the dog.
I don't know.
Because the dog...
I thought they were going to do more with that cat,
every single scene, we had to cut away to see what blooper the dog was doing. Yeah. You know? It's like, we get it, but...
I thought they were going to do something with that cat because they showed that cat, too. I was like, are the cat and the dog going to, like, meet each other or something?
That was
and then weird. At the end, when we have, like, random pink bat, I was like, was there an extended scene, like, in the... Blu-ray that I missed here?
You could almost see them in the extras doing like a series of shorts with just those two bats.
Exactly. That's I like when she came in. I was like, "What?"
Yeah, they needed another cutesy toy they could sell. I'm sure they sold pink bats in the late 90s.
I'm sure they sold those fluffy dogs.
Yeah, they might have.
Oh god, but no.
So Meg Ryan,
people,
is the
people
weakest.
Not attempting accents, and that's what I hate. But unfortunately, happens a lot, especially in movies. From the 80s, 90s, early 2000s, when you have a period piece or a piece where the main characters are of different nationalities. Your background characters, Beauty and the Beast,
perfect
fantastic example.
One character in the whole film.
Everybody is doing French because they're apparently in France. You wouldn't know that, except that it told you France.
Right.
Belle is just like, oh, hey, I'm Belle.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Are you talking about the animated movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, only one person in that movie puts on a French accent, and that's Lumiere.
Exactly. And
that's
I'm like,
it.
Come on, guys.
Yeah, I don't get it. I've never understood that. Even when I was younger, I was like, what? We're in France, right? Why is only one guy speaking French? Yeah. And this one they come a lot closer because really it's only the two characters that don't speak an accent.
But it happens a lot.
The girl that Kelsey Grammer's character likes in France, she puts on a French accent.
She puts on a French accent, yeah. Well, it's an accent. I'm not 100% sure it's French.
Well,
it's like...
At least they're trying.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, I appreciate, even if you do it horribly, I appreciate the effort that you tried. Like,
I agree.
I put on really bad accents, but I try, you know?
You got a couple nailed down pretty tight, I think.
Yeah. But, I mean, that's the thing, like, just... give it a shot, man.
I agree.
But and another thing that I absolutely hate is when people can't do like a Russian accent or a German accent or any sort of accent that they can't do. They just default to English.
Right.
And so they just do like a really weird English accent and you're just like try to do it. I mean, just try.
Well, yeah. I mean, they have access to dialogue or dialect coaches that can, help them out.
Freaking Hunchback of Notre Dame, Quasimodo doesn't have an accent. Everybody else in that movie does. Kinda
English at best. They don't.
Exactly.
They don't have French accents.
They do English accent. Well, I mean, a couple of the background, like the not people that are
secondary characters.
The secondary characters have French accents. Like the guy who takes in Quasimodo. French accent.
Judge Frollo?
Not Judge Frollo.
Oh, the
priest.
The friar or priest at the...
He has a French accent.
He?
It's
I
like,
can't remember.
He at least... I'm like, you tried. Yeah. That's great. I mean, just do something. I hate that.
Well,
sucks.
people... I think a lot of it is people... Okay, the studios hire big names to sell tickets, and the people buy tickets a lot of times because, Meg Ryan, she was a big star in the 90s. I want to see Meg Ryan. And John Cusack, he's a hunk of the 90s. I want to see John Cusack in a movie.
He held a radio above
and
his head.
If they're doing accents, the people wouldn't necessarily be able to tell that those were their voices, and they won't be able to connect with them. It's weak, but I feel like that's kind of how the masses operate. And so it kind of makes sense, because if Meg Ryan terrible actress that she is, tries to put on a Russian accent.
What if she's fantastic at it, though? We don't know. We've never heard it.
That's a fair point, but what are the chances, Josh?
Well, here's the thing. If you think she's so bad, there has to be one thing that she's good at. What if it's Russian accents?
That's
There
a
you
fair point. Yep. We will never know.
Nope. She had her one chance and she blew it.
Indeed. So, yeah, I agree with you on that point in general. I don't get it, and I wish they would be more consistent with accents. So, how did you feel about the story? Were you involved in the story? Did it keep you interested? Did you pull out your phone?
The whole time I was wondering. I did stop halfway through because I was like, "Who are these people?"
Oh, you had to look it up.
Yeah, because John Cusack, I was like, the voice is so familiar.
Yeah,
I don't.
But you haven't seen him in a movie in 10 years,
exactly.
So you've forgotten what his voice is.
Oh, it's like yeah.
Exactly. Did you happen to look up the singing voice of child Anastasia?
No.
Cracked me up when I looked it up. None other than Party of Five's Lacey Chabert is the singing voice of young Anastasia.
What the heck?
Yeah. I was like, really? That's who you got to do the singing? She didn't do the speaking voice, just the singing voice.
So not the speaking voice of young Anastasia?
No, they had separate speaking
heck?
voices and singing voices for young and old Anastasia.
So we had 3 Anastasias in this film. Well,
4.
Meg Ryan didn't sing.
No,
So
yeah.
we had 4 Anastasias.
Yeah, 4 Anastasias in this film.
Good Lord. Well, that's like
crazy.
Lion King. We had 4 Simbas.
Was there 4?
Matthew Broderick didn't sing.
He
Jonathan
didn't?
Taylor Thomas didn't sing.
Are you sure Matthew Broderick didn't sing?
I'm pretty sure Matthew Broderick did not sing Can You Feel the Love Tonight?
No, that's sung by that's not sung by either of those characters.
But that was Simba.
Oh, he does sing the one line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
I think, well, and then he sings in Hakuna Matata.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Because, I mean, he does musical theater on Broadway.
I know.
Okay.
I know all about Nick Totopoulos.
You could be right. Yeah, nice. Producers, good job.
That's not anything from the producers.
Isn't that the
That's
producers?
Godzilla.
Oh, what's his name in the producers?
I don't know.
It's
I
something
haven't seen
like
the producers.
that. I'm confusing myself
I should.
now. Okay,
but no, I like the story. But again, the semi history buff I am, I was like, no, y'all got shot in the head.
Well, no, yeah. I mean, none of these animated movies are accurate. I mean,
I know.
Mulan is way off.
What?
Yeah. What's another historical one?
You know what I watched
They're all
recently?
way off. What?
I watched The Great Wall with Matt Damon. That one where they went to the Great Wall of China. That movie's fantastic.
I never heard of that.
Oh, dude, it's on HBO. It's phenomenal. I watched it and I was like, this is the best movie ever made. This is right up there with Starship Troopers, man.
Uh-oh.
It's fantastic.
Speaking of, did you know that they came out with a Starship Troopers animated movie this year?
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
I haven't seen that one. I have the actual anime they did.
Oh, well, they came out with some sort of, I don't know if it was straight to Blu-ray or what.
Yeah, it was one of those.
Okay.
I think they did a Fathom event thing. It was like a one night only deal, but like what Fathom pretty much does for everything now,
right.
which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I saw that and I thought you'd want to know about it if you didn't already know.
Yeah, I knew. Yeah, because I follow Casper Van Dien and he was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm in this." And I'm like, "Oh, good for you, Casper Van Dien. Good for you. I'm definitely a fan Dean."
Nice.
Anyway, but yeah, so watching it, I was like, "Oh, this is pretty cool." I liked the movie story. No spoilers. I liked the. I didn't want to spoil my rating.
Oh.
I liked the story of it. I thought it was good. Definitely something that I've seen before.
Sure.
But I thought it was this was fresh. I really enjoyed it. Mainly because, I mean, I'm like, okay, yeah. Poor Alexei Romanov. No one's going to mention that poor kid. Kid had hemophilia.
Oh.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Yep. 14. Poor kid.
Yikes.
Yep. Anyway, Romanovs.
Yeah. I thought they did a good job, though, of kind of setting the stage, of basically they kind of get wiped off of the throne and in tragic fashion. And, Russia kind of is different from ever after at that point. And I thought they did a good job. And I imagine there probably were a lot of years that followed where, there was kind of some mystique and mystery still remaining of that event at that time. And the idea that there was like almost this national obsession with there could be one remaining princess out there or two.
Well,
but in this
there
movie,
was
one,
two because I don't think they found the bodies of like Alexi's body wasn't there, and then there was like another sister's body that wasn't there.
So
don't know if it was
it
her
makes
or
sense that
Tanya.
a lot of that was sensationalized and
they sung out a letter. Sorry, what?
I
read a book a long time ago.
So I think they did a good job.
That's what I want to do. Going back to your whole Charlie's question. Sorry, this is for just a Gavin, not an audience thing. Going back to Charlie's question, where do I want to go? I want to go back there to see if that happens.
See what happened to the Romanovs?
See what happened to the Romanovs.
Okay, that's a
what
good
I want
one.
to do.
That's a good one.
You want to do the moon landing for whatever reason.
No, I didn't. That's the thing. I threw out a couple of things, and you guys want to hop on one. Yes, if I could.
You wanted to see if the moon landing was a hoax.
I do want to see if it's a hoax.
We landed it there like 7 times.
According to a lot of people, we did, yes.
So you don't think we landed it there at all. I'm not saying
I didn't say
69 may have been fake.
I didn't
we'll just
say it.
But the other ones.
I'm not saying we haven't done it. I'm just saying
just
I
wanna
don't
see that one.
know that we've done it.
What stupid.
We'll have to do a hoaxes and whatnot.
That's part 2 of the show.
Episode. So no, I think that's a good one though to go back to, and I think they kind of captured all of that very well in this movie. And yes, they had to simplify it by making it just Anastasia, and kind of making that scene more of a montage, and it was really quick, and all of that played out really fast. But it did a good job of kind of setting that tone.
Yeah.
And grounding it in some history. And I think...
Yeah, there was a place called Russia at one point in time.
Yes. So they nailed that. But then, this character of Rasputin comes in. And, he has been mythologized and, turned into this almost otherworldly character throughout the years.
He's been multiple anime characters.
I bet. And he is a fascinating character to me. And I think that what they did with him in this movie was awesome, and they just made him this all-out zany.
I hated him at the beginning.
Oh, really?
I mean, well, not at the beginning, like when the bat thing
finds him,
and he's like,
he's falling apart.
I hated that. I was like,
well, I kind of liked
but then it fixed itself.
Yeah,
I was like, okay, I'm okay now.
He kind of needed his minion, and he kind of needed a pep talk, and he kind of needed to sing that song to get his...
Yeah, once he sang that song, I was like, I'm on
vigor
board with
back.
it. I was like, okay, I got you.
And then, and he needed his reliquary or whatever that little thing was back. And then once he got all his stuff back, then he was like, okay, game on.
So when Rasputin got his groove back, basically.
Exactly.
When Razzie got his groove back.
There you go. Nice. And yeah, so I love the way that they did his character. I mean, he's just so passionate, and when he gets frustrated, he freaking strangles himself, and he just has those over the top perfect Christopher Lloyd reactions, and he's my favorite character in the movie. And I love the way that he kind of comes in and out of the story and creates problems along the way. And I don't know, he comes off as a really entertaining and sometimes funny but sinister villain. Yeah. I think he rides all of those angles, and I think they do it really well. He's one of the best animated villains that I can think of in feature film history, in like domestic films. Like he's up there with any Disney villain for me, really. He's in that discussion.
Yeah, I can see it.
I think he's fantastic.
He's not as good as who's the bad guy in Prince of Egypt? Moses.
Moses.
Think about it. Those Egyptians.
Poor Egyptians. He just slaughters them. Oh my God.
They were just living their lives.
Just whipping their slaves.
Oh man. All right, so you're ready to vote?
Let's see.
Unless you want to talk about anything else.
Wait. Okay, so we got to talk about Bartok, Hank Azaria's character.
Yes.
Hilarious little bat. I think it's really well done what he does. You said he's got almost like a Fargoian accent thing going, but he's freaking hilarious, man. I forgot all the funny lines that he has, and a lot of them are subtle. Like he's kind of off to the side, and he'll say something like, "Oh my gosh, Bartok, you're amazing." I just love him because he just says it like it is. He's like, "What the heck is going on here?"
He said something I can't remember what it was, but then Rasputin's like, well, what did you say? And it's like, oh, no, I wish she was here. I would strangle her myself. I was like, that's good. Good coverage, bro.
Yep. So I think he's a great character. And then we mentioned Kelsey Grammer's character before. He is fantastic.
He's so good.
He's so good. He's like the great little sidekick character, but it's just with all the weight that is Kelsey Grammer's
If anybody knows
awesomeness.
Kelsey Grammer and he wants to do a podcast with us, just let him know that we're available.
Hey,
anytime.
he can be on our Troll Hunters 2
Electric Trollaloo.
review. Electric Troll. No, we're not doing that.
Our Electric Trollala.
But he could be on. He can tell us about playing
good.
Blinky.
Trollala. That one's good.
Trollala. I like that.
That's probably somewhere. I'm surprised.
Yeah.
I bet DreamWorks is doing that or has already done it.
Yeah, maybe. So, he was awesome. And then I love the art in this movie. I love the backgrounds, the animation in and around St. Petersburg.
When she first arrives at St. Petersburg, and she's like, "Hi," like you do because everyone does that.
Yeah.
Again, I want to be like the person like walking on the road and be like, "What the heck is that girl doing?
What is she doing?
Like, what is she doing?" That.
Yeah.
And it pans out over St. Petersburg. I was like, that's actually a pretty good representation of St. Petersburg. I thought it was really cool looking. And by the way, Dimitri and I can't remember Kelsey Grammer's character's name.
I can't remember.
Living in the old palace. I'm like,
yeah, that's baller.
That's dope.
They're squatting in the palace in St.
Yeah,
Petersburg.
That's so cool.
That's so cool. Yeah, and then all the backgrounds when they get to Paris too are just amazing. So I love the art of this movie. Don Bluth creates beautiful films, and this is no exception. And I forgot how much I liked this movie.
What
it's
happened
probably
to the rest of
been
those passengers
10 plus years on the train.
Yeah, did they freeze to death?
Crashed, I assume.
Well, like it went.
Did the bridge go out after the main section of the train went over it?
Well, the bridge, like the train got split.
Right, and the main section was ahead of them, right?
That was behind them.
Behind them.
Behind them.
Oh, it never stopped. It went down. There's no way they could have stopped it.
They went down a long way before.
Yeah, but
they may have slowed
train
down.
tracks. I
They may have slowed down. It was probably a couple miles. They may have slowed down.
Even if
they froze and were eaten by wolves.
Yeah,
because it's Russia.
Yeah, or bears. It could be Russian bears.
Russian bears.
Yeah. Dancing bears.
With vests.
Yes. Dancing Russian circus bears. Ate them.
Perfect.
On that note, let's rate it.
Again, what you got?
This movie brought me right back to the good old 90s and filled me with animation love, like any good animation should. I love the soundtrack. I love the art. I have a couple of criticisms, but nonetheless...
Meg Ryan.
Yeah, exactly. I'm giving this one a 4.5.
Oh, I forgot. You do stupid fives.
I do.
I'm going to give... I'm sorry, it's a what? 4.5?
4.5. Jiminy Crickets.
There you go. I know it's been 6.5 months, but...
they know.
I'm going to give this movie, from the bottom of my Russian heart, which is... like just ice and coal. Shout out to all you Russians out there.
If you're listening from Siberia, let us know.
We have Siberian listeners and
Serious?
we have Russian listeners.
Yes.
I
want to know you guys.
I'm going to give it 4 Dipper Pines.
Nice.
I really liked it.
Excellent.
Love the, again, perfectly accurate historical elements of this film. They really got to me. They spoke to me.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Good. I'm glad. It's one of those ones we didn't get to watch together, so I was unsure of your thoughts and feels about it until now.
I wanna go find my my Romanov book.
Oh yeah.
It was like Finding the Romanovs or something like that I read like when I was a junior in high school.
We sold a book at Barnes & Noble that was kind of a large format biography book, and it was a lot of pictures. And I used to flip through that all the time, like on breaks, just looking at, the Romanov family tree and looking at pictures of Rasputin. And
they were related. I think from what I read, they were related to like the Queen of England, wasn't? Because I think
that's right.
I think Nikolai was, or Nicholas, was it Nikolai or Nicholas? He was like, his cousin was the prince, or
I think one of the Russian royals married into the.
Because I mean that's how
one of the English royals married into.
Because that's
the Russian
how
family.
Alexei had hemophilia. Was
Oh,
because I think his mother's grandmother was English, like was Queen Mary Elizabeth. I don't remember her.
Do you want to do a genealogy episode?
Let's do a genealogy of the Romanovs.
Let's do that.
episode.
We'll do a Did We Go to the Moon episode, and then we'll do a genealogy of European royal families episode.
You know what's great? Somebody listening right now
is pulling their hair out.
Is like, oh my gosh, they're so stupid. It's not even pronounced Romanov.
That's probably true.
Okay.
But we can't
You
help
ready
that.
for the second half?
Yeah, dude.
Second half.
And now for another top 5.
Because jewelry is the gift to give.
Is this the BC Clarks thing?
Yeah.
I'm not a native Oklahoman, so I don't know that. I wasn't taught it in elementary school choir like everybody here seems to have been.
No, it wasn't on the elementary school choir. It was called on TV.
I know.
Like 7 times a minute.
I know.
That's how everybody knows the BC
I have
Clarks.
heard it, but I don't know it. Charlie knows it word for word.
No, she doesn't. She messes up.
Okay, well, she knows it close enough to
She
sing
knows
it
it
with
close
you.
enough, yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell her you said that.
Because, well, no, she knows because it's, so give the gift you know can't fail. And she's like, so give the gift that gives and gift. That's not the words. Those are not the correct words to the song.
Yeah, Charlie,
We
come
even
on.
listened to it in York and Taro's car. And it was, because it's the gift that lives and lives. Because that's the way the song goes.
Yes.
Anyway.
I'm so glad you got that in.
This week on the top 5. That's right. We went. Wow. Thanks for nothing from you there.
Oh, I thought
we
you were
went
gonna
back.
It was an unexpected pause.
To our old format.
Yeah.
We came back to a top 5.
Woo! Because we actually have a subject.
Exactly.
We've built up enough stuff.
It's been almost as long as Gavin's been on episodes that we've
been
not done
forever.
a top 5. For the first time in forever, we're
true.
doing a top 5. Okay, I'm done. So, Grabbin.
Yeah.
What was your number? So I guess we should say what we're doing.
Let's say what we're doing.
We're doing our top 5 animated
Releases of
So,
2017.
TV shows, movies,
Mm-hmm.
anime. That's it.
There's still 2 that haven't come out yet, which may crack our lists, but not likely.
Probably not.
So, am I starting?
You're starting.
Okay. My number 5 for the year is none other than the hilarious movie from Warner Brothers Animation Group, Lego Ninjago. I loved that movie, dude. All my 5 are almost
Was that
tied.
Justin Theroux?
I have no idea
I think
who
it's
that
Justin
was.
Theroux.
Lloyd. No, I named you Lloyd. Lloyd. It's so good.
Oh, man.
The humor in that movie is top notch. I love it. So yeah, that's my number 5.
I like it.
Cool.
My number 5, I'm going to go a little old school. I don't know why it's old school. But I went with the My Little Pony movie. Surprisingly, was really, really good.
Really?
I went in expecting a garbage fire.
It looked funny.
And it
Did the
was
funny continue throughout? It wasn't just the moments in the
Correct,
trailer?
yeah.
Nice.
It was really good. I thought it was I don't know. Like I don't know what I was expecting. I was expecting like a really long episode where there's some funny parts and then the rest of it's just like But I thoroughly enjoyed it. Yeah, be professional. Put your phone on vibrate. What are you doing?
This whole time.
I know you've not been on an episode for 6.5 months.
I'm terribly rusty, sir.
Yes.
Sorry.
God, be professional. This is an Emmy award-winning podcast.
Oscar nominated, related to
we're Oscar shortlisted
6 degrees
podcast.
separated from podcasts. Yes. So good pick, dude. I didn't see that. You and my wife went and saw that, and I think she enjoyed it enough. She came back telling me of funny parts.
She did not like Pinkie Pie, which in all fairness, Nobody likes
Yeah,
Pinkie
that makes
Pie.
sense. That makes sense. Okay, my number 4. You may want to sit down. I may shock you with this one. My number 4 is Cars 3. Can you believe it's that low?
No, yeah, I can because it was.
No,
it
you
was,
can,
it
but
was
like
garbage.
for me, the Cars guy, it's hard to believe, but it's true. I really, really loved Cars 3. I own it, and I've already watched it twice at home.
Oh my gosh, twice?
Yeah, I love it.
How many Lightning McQueens is that? What's his number?
95, dude. God,
What's 95
come
times
on.
2?
I have no idea.
Bro.
190. Right?
You sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's not
God, what's with the test? Okay, do I pass? Can I stay? Yeah, it was some of the best animation I've seen in a long time. Just breathtaking animation. And I like that the story brought it kind of back to the first Cars. You know, everybody that poo-poos Cars 2, you can kind of forget about Cars 2 now. You just watch Cars 1 and Cars 3. You got a nice little story that comes full circle. I dig it. And I love that world. And I'm glad we got to visit it one more time, even though Pixar, no more sequels, dudes. Come on. We don't need any more sequels.
No, don't worry, you're going to get them.
We're good. I know.
My problem, and what automatically makes Cars 1 and 2 better than Cars 3, Brad Paisley sang a song in Cars 1 and 2, did not sing anything in Cars 3.
Yeah,
they took him out.
That was
a mistake. It was a
step
mistake.
back.
It ruined
I
the franchise.
agree.
That's what killed Cars, was no Brad Paisley.
I don't think that's true.
No, it's
I
100%
don't think
accurate.
that's true.
All right, for my number 4, good luck, Josh, because it's Japanese and you don't know how to pronounce things.
Isn't there an English translation?
Huh?
There's no English translation?
No,
for
it's
the
a
title?
word that doesn't exist.
Oh, one of those.
It's like... Okay. It's gonna be Suratura children?
That's what it looks like to me.
guess.
I think that's close enough to what it is.
But no, it's absolutely fantastic. I love that series so much. Started reading the manga. Love the manga. I mean, it's
Did
just
you show me
super
any
cute.
of it?
I think I did.
Is that the one where it's just a series of relationships?
Yes.
Okay, I get it.
All the young
Yes.
kids and
God,
relationships.
that is a show that's made for you, Josh.
Oh my gosh, right?
It should be called Josh's Anime.
It is. That's what
That's the
Suratura
translation?
means.
Okay. You were just holding back.
No, but yeah, I absolutely recommend it to anybody. If you got Crunchyroll, watch it there. But if you want a real experience, get Funimation. Watch it on Funimation.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, come on over and watch it with me.
If you want an even better experience, come on over and watch it with me, because we'll watch it on Funimation. You should be watching. That used to be their logo, the slogan. I don't think it is anymore.
Yeah. I remember that. All right, back to me.
Yeah.
Number 3 on my list is yet another Warner Animation Group movie. Also
Wag.
in the Lego universe, the Lego Batman movie, which for me, golly, easily my favorite Batman movie. Like, not even close. And I just loved the humor. That was very good.
Thank you.
I like what you did there.
I like the Batman theme.
Yep.
It's my favorite.
It's a beautiful theme. Yeah, the humor on this one is just as good as the Lego Ninjago movie. I think it makes a lot more like pop culture references and things like that, which I found just kind of an extra edge on the humor. And I thought the animation was amazing. And yeah, so that's my number 3. I could watch that movie over and over.
Nice.
But both of them are better than the original Lego movie.
Oh,
and I
by
think
far.
they figured things out on that movie, and then they just put all their best tricks into those 2 next movies. I can't wait to see what's next from the Lego universe.
Nice.
Yeah.
My number 3, I went with another anime called Recovery of an MMO Junkie.
Okay.
Basically, this lady quits her job, and she was
Plays
like
WoW
an
all
office
day?
worker. Basically, yes.
Okay.
That's what she does. She sleeps basically through the majority of the day, plays at night, and just does whatever just plays video games.
Okay.
And she meets all these friends online. She plays as a male character, and then this guy that there's this other guy, our other main character, plays as a female character. So you got the vice versa, because that's what you do in games.
Sure. I always play as the hot chick if I can.
Sometimes I do.
I always do. Every time.
It's fun sometimes, but there are a lot of people dudes online that suck. So you can't really do that. So yeah, like they like fall in love in the game, and then they're slowly falling together in real life, and it's adorable.
Nice.
And he knows who she is. She doesn't know who he is.
Oh,
stuff,
that's
man.
weird
It's
that
good
one
stuff.
of them knows and the other doesn't. Interesting. Nice.
But don't want to mess up
Is
the
it
dynamic that they
is
have.
it a
so-
limited series? Is it just like a?
I think it's 12 episodes.
And is that it, or is there going to be a season 2?
There
or
may
is
be
it
a
just...
season 2.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. So yeah, you can watch it on Crunchyroll, or for a more fuller experience, watch it on Funimation. And for an even more fulfilling experience, come over to my place.
Come watch it on
Watch
Josh's
it.
couch. I've watched many things here. It's a fine place to watch things.
We have a fine establishment, all the water you can drink,
Yes, bottles of water.
sometimes stacks.
Mm-hmm.
But
Indeed.
Gavin does never partake of the snacks.
I'm partaking of this one.
That's a water, that's not a snack.
Oh, I thought you said stacks of water bottles, because there are stacks of them
There
in
are
there
stacks,
right now.
yes.
Okay. I missed it.
Deliciously cold water, because I am not a heathen. I keep my water cold. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, wow. Just cutting me down there.
Yeah, because you have warm water, because you're whatever.
No, I don't warm up my water.
No, yeah, you keep room temp water.
That's not warm.
That's warm.
No.
Anything that is not cold is warm.
It's all relative, my friend. My number 2. Let's keep the thing moving. My number 2 is
But
a
cold water is...
movie that technically came out in 2016, but it didn't come out here in the good old US of A until 2017.
Well, technically,
so we're counting
it did come out in 2016.
Right.
Like in December for all of like a
one
week.
day. It wasn't just one day,
It may have been.
and it was
one
just
day.
like LA and New York or something like that.
It was just LA. It
Yeah.
was just for Oscar
Yeah,
audiences.
so we don't count it. We count it as a 2017 movie, one that we reviewed on the show as well. None other than the anime film that stormed the world, Your Name.
Kimi no Nawa. Oh, it's the same thing.
It was such a spectacular movie. It's one of my favorite anime movies. Maybe my favorite. There have been so many that I was introduced to this past year that it's hard to say, but that one, man, it lived up to all the hype and anticipation like few movies do. And I am so glad that we got to see it on the big screen, and it's just wonderful. If you haven't seen it, find it, watch it, maybe on Josh's couch.
Maybe, who knows? My number 2, I went with 2 movies. That
Classic
have,
Josh
that have
tie.
The brand Lego in the name.
Okay.
I went with Lego Batman and Lego
Weak.
Ninjago. It was really hard to decide which
I
one
agree.
I liked.
All of mine are very close.
Because, again, Batman, love Batman. But Ninjago, I don't know what it was. I wasn't expecting a whole bunch. Again, like, that's the best thing. Like, if I don't expect a lot out of it and I come out of the movie loving it, like the My Little Pony movie, expecting it to be one thing, totally different. Same thing with this. Expecting one thing with Lego Ninjago, completely blown away by what I got. So whenever you can do that to me, it's a winner.
Yeah,
So
I agree.
yeah, it's both of them tied.
They did it twice in 1 year.
It's crazy.
It's amazing.
Those guys are Lego.
They're so good. Cool, man. Well, do you have any honorable mentions?
Yeah, I put technically I put Star vs. Forces of Evil up here because I mean
Season 2?
season 2 because and I guess part of season 3
Oh, yeah.
but I mean like it came out before.
We might as well throw Troll Hunter Season 2 on there because we know it's going to be on
I know
the
it's going to be
list.
fantastic. I threw Wake Fu in there just because
Okay.
I just started Wake Fu this year.
Oh, right.
And I absolutely love it.
Yeah,
Interviewed,
you've been really digging it.
Interviewed Jules DeJong. No, that's not the way you say her name. It's Jules DeYoung.
Nice.
It's Jules DeYoung.
Nice.
Josh, cut that. So yeah, so I interviewed Jules
That
DeYoung.
won't get cut.
So she's out, and she was. It's a toss-up between Mela Lee and Jules, who the nicest person in the world is.
Wow.
Both of them
Awesome.
were so amazing.
That's so cool. Right on. I can't wait to hear that one. I'm excited. Well, I have a couple, and most of mine, they're not really honorable mentions.
Oh, I guess Coco. I guess, yeah.
They're things that I missed this year that I still want to
Trolls.
see.
I guess I could put Trolls in there. Did the Trolls
That came
come
out in 2016.
Okay,
Yeah.
no, put Trolls.
You saw it this year.
I saw it this
But
year.
it came out last year, yeah. So, movies that I missed that I really want to see. Captain Underpants, because that looked really funny. You remember when we saw that trailer?
Mm-hmm.
It looked really funny. The Red Turtle, I really want to see that. It was nominated for an Oscar last year. Spark, which is a sci-fi one that
was a monkey, right?
Yes.
Maybe we put that in Fantasy February.
Ooh, that's a good idea. I like that. Ferdinand.
Oh no, wait! It would be It would be March to the Stars.
March to the Stars. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Fantasy February, March to the Stars.
Yeah.
Perfect. Ferdinand, which comes. You've tried that twice now. Ferdinand, which comes out in a week. It's going to go up against Star Wars. So good luck, Ferdinand.
I believe in you, John Cena.
It looks really funny to me, so I'll probably see that. I don't know if I'll see it in theaters, but I'll definitely see it. And then this Godzilla anime, which I had absolutely no interest in until Corey showed us that trailer, and I have been dying for it ever since. I want to see that so badly. And then I also want to throw one under the bus, which was my only miss of this year, which was a total dud for me, which was Despicable Me 3.
What about Olaf's Frozen?
Should not have done it. That doesn't even exist in my world, man. What a travesty. That was terrible. It was awful.
I want to throw Moon in there because I wanted to see Moon.
Yeah, I know.
It had that one
Is it
day
available
engagement. Yeah, it's available, but it's
For
still like
lots?
$24.99. I was hoping I could get it on Black Friday for cheap, but it was like, nope. I was like, oh,
Nice.
that sucks.
Do they have a dubbing of it yet?
Yeah.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, it's been dubbed twice.
Oh, wow.
I think it was been dubbed twice. The main American one is with Rob Lowe. So I'm like, it's got Rob Lowe.
Hey, there you go. Chris Traeger himself.
Everybody's favorite.
Nice.
Because he is literally the best actor.
Have you caught up on the Orville and seen the episode that he's on?
No.
Oh, man, you got to catch up, dude.
Dude, I need to catch up on Orville. I need to catch up on need to finish Star Trek Beyond. Discovery, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Discovery.
I can't get interested in that.
It's good. The Klingons are janky.
What'd they do to the Klingons?
It's just stupid looking. That is dumb.
They changed their look?
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
Why would they do that now?
Because fresh faces, I guess.
I guess. All right, number ones.
Number ones.
All right. Well, I think you can probably guess what mine is.
No, I honestly have no idea what it is.
So my number one, this was the only easy choice.
That Star Wars
Starship Troopers animated? Yeah, I watched it without you, and I secretly love it. No.
Hey, Star Wars, make a Star Wars Troopers game, like based on the Clone Troopers, kind of like Republic Commando. By the way, make a Republic Commando movie. Forget Han Solo, just throw that to the side. Make a Republic Commando movie.
I actually agree with you.
That was a fantastic game, and two, those are fantastic series of books by Karen Travis. Karen Travis, if you
also, if you could do some ARC troopers like those ones in Clone Wars, those were awesome.
They had ARC troopers in there, but the Republic Commandos they just look BA.
Yeah,
just
I agree.
Like,
all right, so you're done sidetracking me,
Fixer and
Josh.
Yeah.
All right, so my number
boy Darman,
one
he hits with the Tane
movie of 2017.
She's a Jedi.
Is Pixar's
Jessica. There was a Jessica, I believe, was one of the guys' names.
Coco! So, I got to tell you, we didn't review this movie on the show. We may still, we don't know, but probably not at this point. It's
we're
a little
waiting.
late.
We're kind of waiting on stuff to...
Yeah, we've got a lot of things in the works, so we may...
Trickle down reviews.
I got to review it with the lovely dudes over at Squared Co podcast, so go check that episode out if you want to hear my thoughts, as well as three other awesome guys. So that was fun. But Coco is... I'm going to see it one more time in the theater, and after that viewing, I will determine if it is or is not my very favorite Pixar movie. Yes, that's right. It may indeed be my favorite Pixar movie, and I highly, highly, highly recommend it to everybody. It is a perfect film.
Oh, it's perfect, is it?
Perfect film. There will be things you dislike about it, probably, because that's what you do. Mm-hmm. But it is a perfect film, man. It's so good. I cannot criticize any of it. It's so good.
And Josh will save those criticisms for a later episode.
Yeah, I'm sure you will.
Okay, Coco. Yeah.
So
Congrats,
good.
Coco. You'll probably win like one thing, maybe two things at the Oscars. Congrats. My number one, surprise, surprise, I went with an anime.
Yeah, surprise, surprise. I know what it is, too.
I went with an anime that was really, really good.
Very good.
I went with Your Name.
Good pick.
Mainly because...
It makes you cry.
Yeah, it made me cry. None of these other animated movies made me cry.
Right.
So, you got a movie that makes Josh cry? You got...
Bumps you up the list.
Did Sarah the Red Children make me cry?
Probably at some moment.
Oh my gosh, I completely left one out that I wanted. Oh my goodness.
You left a whole show out?
I left a whole show out.
What is it? Drop it right now.
No, I can't remember the name of it.
Oh, no.
That's the thing. I remember.
You consume too much. They all bleed together.
Yeah. Oh, dang it. Vamp.
Okay. I don't have anything to vamp about. Oh, back to Coco. Coco is the most jaw-droppingly beautiful animation in CG that I've ever seen, and I cannot stop thinking about it. It is so beautiful. Hey, you guys want to
hear the Funimation app? There it was.
There it is. So go watch Coco. If you haven't seen it, take the chance to see it in the theater. You will not regret it. It's amazing. 5 Jiminy Crickets. I'm just going to go ahead and say it, whether or not we're going to do an episode later or not. 5 Jiminy Crickets from me.
Oh, yeah. Freaking Suki Garaki. I love that show.
Oh, yeah. I remember you talking about it.
My gosh. That hurts inside.
Just tie it with one of your other ones right now. You like that.
It's tied with Your Name.
Whoa!
Congrats. You tied it with Your Name. Because, again, made me cry.
Yep.
And it was a good cry.
Nice.
And I was like, oh. And then it's one of those ones where they show more of the story through the credits.
Yeah.
And then you get to the last part and you're like, oh my God.
Right. Well, it was like when we did Grave with the Fireflies and all of us were just like heartbroken by that film. It's so hard to watch, but it's so good that we all rated it so highly. Man. So I feel you. I
don't think anybody gave it below a 4. I
no,
think
we were all 4 and higher. Yeah. It's a fantastic movie.
Well, I say it was just us. That was the last one we did was Grave of the Fireflies.
Yeah. It was with Corey, though, wasn't it?
Corey wasn't here. Couldn't make it.
Oh, yeah. I guess it was just us. Mm-hmm. I guess we just had him here in spirit.
We had him in spirit.
Unlike
today. Now.
Oh, we don't?
Because we have a new coast. New coast? New coast. It's called the Northumberton Coast. We have a new co-host, Mr. Wesley Paul Anderson. He also goes by Wes Anderson. We'll take a picture of him and post him. He's like the coolest mascot ever.
He's pretty dope. I like that he's got a little sweater with other
reindeer. Yeah,
it's very good.
Yeah, he's the best.
Little plaid pants.
Looks like he totally came out of Fantastic Mr. Fox.
He does.
Like the Christmas.
Speaking
special.
of, I can't wait for that next Wes Anderson animated
Isle of Dogs.
Movie. Yeah,
is it Isle of Dogs?
Something like that. I think that's right.
Yeah, okay.
It looks amazing.
It looks
like
great.
I like his storytelling, and I do like his style visually. And Fantastic Mr. Fox is one of my favorite animated films, so I'm really excited for it. And it looks like a really kind of cool new tale from him. Mm-hmm. I'm pumped.
And like the best, like I'm loving. Well, your wife and I watched like one of those SNL Christmas specials, and it had the Wes Anderson's Midnight Party of Sinister Intruders.
Yes, that was so good.
I watched it, I was like, it is so freaking good.
Yeah, with God, I can't
Not
think of
Eric
his name.
Bana, the other Hulk.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Edward
Norton playing
Owen
Wilson.
It's like,
so
oh wow.
good. He did it so well.
Good.
He's funny. I always forget how funny he is because he doesn't do a lot of comedy. But when he does, golly, that guy's funny. Death to Smoochie.
They send that note. It's like, dear homeowners, we would like to kill you. Sign the murderers. Like, dear murderers, no, you may not. Sign the homeowners. It's so freaking good.
Yeah, they did that really well. Very good.
Until the Swintons there.
What did I see? I saw a trailer for something that we will probably talk about on the show. What was it? I'm trying to remember now.
Avengers.
No, it was
Brad Pamper.
not that. It was animated.
Jurassic World.
It was animated.
Animated?
Oh, The Incredibles 2 trailer. Which looks awesome.
We got they released those first look in the Entertainment Weekly of what the Incredibles look like. Mm-hmm. Spoiler: it looks just like the Incredibles, except that Jack is in a stroller. Yeah. Oh my gosh! Everybody, stop the presses! It's Incredibles 2.
No, it looks better because the textures and the lighting and the animation's better. Yeah, they're not going to change their design. They're the same shape, but like in Toy Story, the animation got leaps and bounds better by the third one.
Yeah,
but they're the same shape. No, they didn't.
Andy changed.
Okay, yeah, the human characters that don't really matter changed.
Whoa, he didn't. What do you mean Andy didn't change? Andy doesn't matter?
His shape changes because he grows up. No, I know, but he only matters
to Bo Peep, Gavin?
At the very end.
What happened to Bo Peep?
Of the third Toy Story.
Is that what happened?
Here's the thing. I know that you don't care at all right now, so you're just trying to egg me on.
You know what happened to Bo Peep?
Bo Peep's fine.
No. That girl porcelain, right?
No, I think she's plastic.
I think she was porcelain.
I think she's plastic.
I think she's porcelain.
Pig or Ham is porcelain.
Well, he was still around, but I think Bo
Peep's still around.
She was not in the third movie.
Yes.
Where? That was the whole thing about the third movie. Bo Peep was gone.
Well,
did you not watch Toy Story 3?
Yes, I did, and I'm trying to remember where she was, but. That's
nowhere.
The whole...
They didn't talk about where Bo Peep went.
Well, that's the whole thing in 4. It's supposed to be about Woody and Bo Peep.
Yeah.
So they'll explain it.
You know what happened?
You know what happened?
I am not gonna hold on my. What was the name of that stupid horse?
Bullseye.
I'm not gonna hold on to my bullseyes, sir.
Okay.
I have a theory.
Okay, bring it.
So Bo Peep's made out of porcelain.
I don't think she is, but keep going.
For the sake of Josh's argument, Bo Peep is made out of porcelain.
Okay.
And Andy's young sister. She's a small girl.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes small kids, they don't pay attention to stuff. Maybe she bumped her. Bo Peep went, psst. Bo Peep broke.
So she's like a glued together mess. Mm-hmm. Like from Sid's house.
Did you watch that that Oz the Great and Powerful with James Franco and Zach Braff?
Of course I didn't.
Oh. I was about to say, they have a little girl made out of glass.
Uh-huh.
In that's what I imagine Bo Peep as. She's just like a little glass girl. A
little figurine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's Bo Peep.
Well, we'll test your theory when we go and see Toy Story 4 on opening day.
Yeah, right.
Are you interested in seeing The Incredibles 2 at all? Or, sorry, Incredibles meets James Bond 2?
What? I didn't see the trailer.
You called the movie James Bond the whole time we reviewed the first movie.
Oh.
You said it was a James Bond movie.
Yeah, it's like knockoff James Bond.
Yeah.
Like.
So, do you have any interest in it?
Like In Her Majesty's Secret Service.
Right.
Actually, it's actually not bad. In Her Majesty's Secret Service, not a bad movie.
No,
what are we talking about?
Incredibles 2.
Oh, Incredibles 2. Incrediloo. I guess I'll see it. Yeah. I mean, again, it's a Pixar film, and it's a Pixar film of a series that I don't care about. Now, when they make Bug's Life 2, I will go see a Bug's Life 2. I will stand in line. I'm just kidding. I won't. I'll buy my tickets online because I'm not.
You don't stand in line ever.
What am I?
Yeah. Spoiled.
I'm not a schmuck. I don't stand in line for stuff. They have modern conveniences, guys.
Right.
Like I know people. They're waiting until they're not going to buy their tickets ahead of time. They're going to wait until the Sunday morning, the 17th, to go see Star Wars. They're just going to drive down to Harkins, hope they get in. And I'm like, you all are crazy.
Some people like the experience of waiting in line.
Waiting in line? Yeah. And I've done that multiple
hanging
times.
out with the fans.
With the common folk.
Oh my gosh, you're so uppity.
I am. Because you know why? Because I get my reserved seats.
I know. Hey, I like it too.
I spend $12.99 because normally parents don't take their children to $12.99 movies because they're very expensive.
True. Or you get in the 21 and up only section, and then you're guaranteed no kids.
And then if I'm feeling very ritzy and don't want to be with the just 21 and older people, I'll spend even more money and go to the director's suite.
That's the life.
And have my recliner with my personal table and my personal waitress
That's
or
the life.
waiter, equal opportunity employment.
Server.
My server, my servant.
Oh.
I would be like...
You don't do that. You push a magical button.
I do.
And they
push the button.
appear.
And they're like, yes, how can I help you? I'm like, more Pepsi. I'm just kidding. Who drinks Pepsi?
Ooh, they have Coke there now.
They have
Did you
Coke
know
now.
that?
Yes, I do.
Oh, I'm
It's
so
delicious.
happy.
You can get a...
I can get my rum and Coke.
I wasn't going to say it out loud because we're
Why?
a family podcast.
Families that drink together stay together.
Families drink. Stupid. My mom used to rub rum on my tongue when I...
There's nothing
Rum
wrong
and
with
gums,
consuming alcohol.
Isn't that the
There's
thing you
only
rub?
something wrong with
Or is it
consuming
whiskey?
too much alcohol.
Do you do whiskey on the gums when the baby's teething?
That is a great
Brittany
question.
DeCosmo from our wonderful sister podcast, Cloud City Cast. I put Cloud
Yeah.
City.
What did you
and
rub on
podcast.
Remy's poor teething gums? Was it whiskey?
It was totally whiskey.
Or
you know,
rum.
okay.
See, we never had any liquor in my house, so I don't know.
Maybe here's the thing. We had a brandy decanter at my
Yeah? Was it used?
one of those big brandy decanters.
Ooh, crystal?
Yep, crystal.
Nice.
With a nice little topper up top. It was a long neck too.
And you once pulled it off and took a whiff and
it
about
smelled
died?
No, it smelled fantastic.
Oh, it did?
You just pop
Okay.
and go. Pop it. Like I love
Be
like,
drunk for the
like,
afternoon?
I love smells. Like I like
okay.
the like I'm okay with the smell of alcohol. Smell of gas is fantastic. Smell of anything burning is great. Love all those.
Right.
Tastes? No. Gas tastes awful.
Good to know. Good
Yeah.
to know.
But Brittany, send me a text. You totally put whiskey on Remy's mouth. It's okay. Just let me know.
It would have a numbing effect. Mm-hmm. Definitely.
But you did.
Can we stop so I can get me some whiskey? Because now I'm super thirsty.
Are you teething?
I'm
Gavin,
thirsting, that's
do you
for
need
sure.
me to rub it on your gums?
No, I would not like that to happen at all. That might put me off whiskey.
All right, Gavin, where can I...
Instagram and Twitter at Gavin Audison Art. On the web, GavinAudisonArt.com.
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Josh L. Kane. You can find the podcast on iTunes.
And Stitcher.
Wow, I messed that up.
That's
like
okay.
I said,
Keep
it's been
going.
so long.
Just roll with it.
You can also find us on Instagram at Animation Station Podcast.
On Facebook, Animation Station Podcast.
On Twitter at Animate Podcast.
And the old Tumblr, Animation Station Podcast.
You can also find us on our website, worldwideweb.animationstationpodcast. Is the com company or communication?
I think it's commercial.
Commercial?
Is what it is. Because you have commercial, governmental, educational.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Organizational, or whatever org is.
I think it's organization.
Organization. Yeah.
.com. You can also find our wonderful friends Liam and Brittany from Cloud City Cast on Instagram at Cloud City Cast.
And everywhere else at Cloud City Cast.
Their Twitter at Cloud City Cast.
I didn't know
And
you were
can
throwing
find
it to
their
me.
episodes on iTunes. I don't know about Stitcher.
I
You can-
think they are.
You can basically find all of your favorite podcasts on any podcatcher, like
Pretty much,
Podbean, anything
yeah.
like that. It's there.
Liam's got them hooked up everywhere pretty
Yeah.
much. Yeah.
You know what they don't have? A website. Maybe
They
need to
did
get
at
on
one
that.
point.
They did. but
It's under
they've-
construction, isn't it?
It's
They're
been
kind
under
of
construction for like
reworking
the
it.
last 17 months.
So imagine how fabulous it's going to be when it comes
it
back.
better be good.
Wow. I'm sure it is.
It's basically had the exact same amount of construction as Star Wars Land. They'll probably release around the same time too.
That would be cool. That'd be a good time to release it. Yeah.
Just
A lot of
3
hype.
years under construction. We're
That's
just
hilarious.
kidding. We love you guys,
Sound
Remy
right.
and Brittany.
And Liam, shut up.
Well, hey, you know what, Liam? Let's do a Star Wars episode.
That
And
would
you
be
can
cool.
tell me all of your wonderful things that you loved about Star Wars. And I'll tell you all the things that were wrong about
Well,
it.
we could reciprocate from the bet that we did. You remember where they had to do a Star Trek episode?
Yeah,
and
but
they
we
had to do
won. What would we do?
I don't know. It'd be fun. We could do something that, I don't know.
What are we gonna do?
I don't know.
Here's the thing. Tell me what we're gonna do,
Okay.
and I'll probably say no. But if you offer it to me in like a really good Wait, I may say yes. But, by the way, we won that bet.
Yeah, we did.
Because we're the best.
It was over Zootopia versus
Zootopia
Moana.
was better than
right?
Moana because, everybody knew it.
It was close, though. Those were amazing
I don't think
movies.
it was close. I think it finished third in the voting.
I don't know
anything
about
else.
I don't know about the votes, but I'm saying for me that was a close call.
Was it close? Did it almost get you? Must have been a close call then.
Mm-hmm.
We also have our Thanksgiving giveaway.
Longest ending ever.
So much. We have our Thanksgiving giveaway going on, and we also have our race to reviews.
Mm-hmm.
Still need those reviews, guys. Help us break
Are
that.
we up to 16 yet?
I think we're still at 13.
15? I thought we were at 15 last time.
Oh, you're right. I think we're at 15 because iTunes is weird. It says there's like 13, but when you count the reviews, there's like 15.
Weird. So yeah, nobody's responding, so please respond. Give us a review. We would really appreciate it. It helps us. It helps the podcast world in general. I think everybody now pretty much in the world is aware of podcasts, but you may not have found the podcast for you, and your friends may not have found the podcast for you. So tell everybody you know about the podcasts you listen to and spread the love.
And maybe it could be the podcast for you.
Yeah, exactly. Shut up, Josh. I'm trying to help us here. And I mean,
maybe your friends haven't found the best podcast for you.
No,
screw your friends.
For them,
it's all about you.
Did I say it wrong? I must have said it wrong. If that's what you heard,
I mean that's what you said.
Tell your friends about the podcasts you listen to because they might find the right podcast for them, and who knows? It just might be us. I doubt it, but it just might be us.
So, Mr. Gavi.
Yep.
You wanted to know our listenership?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bring it to me.
It's 101 countries, so we're going to go super short here. Super quick. In order of downloads, the United States, the United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, Mexico, Japan, Brazil, France, Jamaica, Ireland, Colombia, Germany, Estonia, Romania. Huh.
Nice. It's like a song.
Estonia, Romania, Sweden, Puerto Rico. It just messed up there. I can't do it. Puerto Rico, Thailand, the Philippines, India, Chile, Spain, the Islamic Republic of Iran, Singapore, Argentina, Vietnam, Costa Rica, the Russian Federation, Morocco, Poland, Italy, other regions, Hungary, Peru, Norway, Malaysia, Ghana, Turkey, the Netherlands, the Maldives, Finland, New Zealand, Saudi Arabia, Ecuador, Portugal, Bangladesh, the United Arab Emirates, Indonesia, Taiwan, Israel,
Martinique?
Nope. Mauritania?
Oh, Mauritania.
Yeah.
No idea where that is.
If you're from Mauritania, let us know. South Africa, the Republic of Korea, Kuwait, Cambodia, Greece, Bolivia, Kazakhstan, Denmark, Lithuania, Venezuela, Kenya, Pakistan, Suriname.
Another rhyme.
Pakistan, Suriname, Tunisia, Serbia, the Czech Republic, the Ukraine, China, Qatar, Hong Kong, Haiti, Uzbekistan, Iceland. There you go.
There it is.
Where was I? Switzerland, the Libyan Arab... Libyan Arab Jamahira? I apologize for that.
Yeah, I've never heard that word.
Bulgaria, Senegal, Nigeria, Belgium, Iraq, Guatemala, Sri Lanka, Myanmar, Lebanon, Asia/Pacific region, Austria, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Luxembourg, the United Republic of Tanzania, Slovenia, the Dominican Republic, Egypt, Nepal, Guam, the Sudan, Belarus, El Salvador, Mongolia, Slovakia, Panama, and finally, if the page loads, that wasn't right. I'm missing 2 countries, hold on. Harold, please. Oh no, it's broken. Gavin Vamp.
It's always Gavin Vamp.
I've broken it.
So, man, we've really hit every region except for, well, we don't know what other regions are, but I'm really hoping one of them might be that science outpost in Antarctica. Because that's the key. If we can get that.
Oh, the Bahamas.
Nice. Nice.
Found it.
Man, that's a long list of countries. That's so cool to know that somebody out there has listened to us at least once.
I'll somehow put them in rhymey order.
That was funny.
And we'll do a song.
Nice.
With Slovenia, and I don't know.
The listener song?
Yeah.
We'll call it that. It'll be awesome.
So thanks, everybody, for listening. You guys rock.
Oh, they've all turned it off by now.
Oh, yeah. If you're still listening, why?
Yeah. But please subscribe and rate us on iTunes.
Be like, I liked it when they said my country.
Yeah, because their country's Texas? What was that?
No, that's Suriname.
Oh, I did not know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Excellent.
It's a rare dialect.
Got it.
We're done.
Wah, 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 wah.
We're done. Let's leave. I want to watch Wake Fu.
All right. This was fun. It was good to be back.
All right. It's for the Animation Station podcast. I'm Josh.
I'm Gavin.
Do svidania.
Made you look.
Thank you for listening to the Animation Station Podcast. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Animation Station Podcast. Follow us on Twitter at Animate Podcast. Subscribe to us on iTunes. And join the conversation at SecretSuperheroClub.com, where you can connect with our podcast friends, Cloud City Cast, Getting Into Comics, and Shaun of the Gathering.